A woman who embraces solitude is not lonely. She is powerful. She understands that being alone is not a weakness but a strength. In a world that constantly pushes people to seek external validation, she chooses to turn inward, finding fulfillment in her own presence. She does not fear silence. Instead, she welcomes it as a space for growth, reflection, and self-discovery. This comfortableness with herself makes her different from others who are always distracted or seek validation from other people. Solitude allows her to know herself better. She hears her own thoughts when she is alone, without any external influence. She knows what she wants, what she dreams about, and what she wants to achieve in life without being influenced by the opinions of others. It gives her a strong sense of direction in life. While others walk in uncertainty, she walks confidently knowing who she is and what she wants. She has learned to trust herself, to make decisions based on her own wisdom rather than the noise of the world. A woman who loves solitude is not so easily manipulated. She does not need anybody's sanction or nod of acceptance to go her own way. She doesn't seek the world's approval for becoming valuable, because she has already identified her value. She doesn't look to fit in with society. Instead, she gives herself that definition. She is unreachable because the world takes hold of women psychologically and places doubt in their minds. She also becomes emotionally strong. Whenever she has problems, she does not get other people to solve them for her, for she finds a strength within. She has learned to sit with her emotions and process them to be stronger. She will face life head-on with a straight head, with the deepness of heart. It is really powerful that nobody can wipe this deep strength out of her heart. Her loneliness is actually a time to learn and expand. While they waste their life seeking constant diversion or meaningless so-called social experiences, she employs her time aptly. She reads, teaches herself new activities, meditates, and becomes sharper in all aspects. This is the power of every alone moment, allowing her to progress, become cleverer or stronger. So she need not fear leaving others behind. People may misunderstand her. Some might think she is distant or unapproachable, but the truth is, she is selective with her energy. She does not engage in shallow conversations or unnecessary drama. She values deep connections over surface-level relationships. She only allows people into her space who respect her boundaries and align with her values. This discernment keeps her protected from negativity and toxic influences. She is not cold-hearted to be solitary, whereas a self-sufficient one, because that is how she derives happiness from no dependency on others. She grinds through life with purpose, grace, and quiet confidence, and that, in itself, makes her so markedly powerful. An hour spent by the solitary woman will build unshakable mindset. She does not need anyone else to tell her that she is worthy, because she has already validated herself. The opinions of others do not dictate her choices or shake her confidence. She trusts her intuition, knowing that the answers she seeks already exist within her. This self-reliance gives her the power to make decisions based on what she truly wants, rather than what society expects of her. She is the master of her fate, defining her life according to her choices. In isolation, she achieves clarity. Other people may not be able to overcome self-doubt and confusion, but she uses this time alone to reflect and deepen her understanding of herself. She evaluates her goals, her strengths, and her weaknesses without distractions. She never runs away from her thoughts, but embraces them and learns lessons from success as well as failure. She becomes conscious about herself, which allows her to focus on life purposefully and not in confusion with the world. A woman who likes her company cannot be easily influenced. She does not blindly follow the crowd and does not follow false pressures of society. She walks her own way, using her own knowledge and experiences to make decisions. She knows that real success lies in the happiness and satisfaction she finds within herself, rather than with people's validation. Since she keeps to herself most of the time, she knows herself inside and out and nobody can fool her or use her for his benefit. She appreciates time and energy. Unlike those who waste their days seeking constant social validation, she invests her time in things that truly matter. She focuses on self-improvement, building her skills and expanding her knowledge. She does not engage in meaningless drama or entertain toxic relationships. Instead, she surrounds herself with people who uplift and inspire her. If she cannot find such people, she is perfectly fine standing alone. She would rather be alone than be in bad company. Alone does not mean lonely. In fact, she is fond of being by herself because in solitude she finds glee. She discovered the beauty of spending time with herself without being distracted by outside noise. She enjoys quiet time where she could think, dream and create. Whether she reads a book, works on a passion project, or simply enjoys a peaceful walk, she finds fulfillment in her own presence. She did not need constant entertainment to be happy, because true happiness comes from within. This inner peace gives her the strength. She doesn't get shaken easily by any challenge or setbacks, because she has built a strong foundation within herself. She knows that no matter what happens, she has the ability to overcome it. She is not waiting for someone else to save her or provide her with answers. The moment a woman sets aside time alone, she doesn't look to be validated by anyone. Rather, she finds growth. The woman realizes solitude is not an isolation, but the liberation. Hence, she approaches life with a quiet confidence and cannot be overlooked by others. A woman spending time alone inculcates a rare kind of mindset into herself. She cannot be afraid of silence and loneliness, because she has found out that when she is a silent and lonely soul, she actually is in the process of discovering herself. When people are always clamoring for her attention, she does the opposite, to retreat, because she doesn't find anything wrong in spending time with herself. She doesn't even need anyone to keep her busy, kept busy because she is made important. She gives herself a meaning that is hers alone, untainted by other people's intentions. She gets to know herself very well. She knows what she is and what she wants. She also knows where she is going. She does not let society tell her what to do. Neither does she comply with expectations from people that she feels are contrary to who she really is. She finds the time to learn about her thoughts, feelings and desires, free from distraction. This self-knowing makes her able to make decisions for herself, but she does not allow herself to be swayed by opinions or pressures of others for fleeting reasons. One makes her emotionally resilient because she is comfortable being alone. With hardships, panic or seeking reassurance does not lurk within her. She will sit through her struggles, process them, and find answers to those problems. She has learned how to navigate through pain, disappointment, and setbacks without letting it break her spirit. She doesn't rely on anyone to solve her problems, since she has acquired the strength to handle them. This resilience makes her unbreakable in a world that would try to break people down most of the time. A woman who values solitude does not entertain meaningless relationships. She is not looking for shallow relationships or temporary approval. She fears neither loneliness nor societal pressure, which forces women to be attached at all costs. She waits for meaningful relationships, in friendships, romantic relationships, or professional relationships. If anyone does not value her time, energy, or boundaries, she is not afraid to walk away. She knows that her loneliness is worth much more than bad company. In her time alone, she focuses on self-improvement. She reads, learns new skills, and works on her goals. She understands that every moment she invests in herself will shape her future. Instead of wasting time on distractions or seeking approval from others, she directs her energy toward building a life she is proud of. She takes a lot of her power through her continuous self-improvement, and whether it be starting a business, mastering some craft, or just becoming a better person, one day at a time. It is intimidating because she is not looking for validation. There is no such thing as acceptance or attention being sought out. Yet people find the confidence compelling to be around. her happiness only on herself, will confuse people relying on outside stimuli for self-acceptance. She is not easy to manipulate or control because she already knows her value. Such independence makes her one of the most powerful individuals in any room. A woman who spends time alone builds an unshakable foundation of confidence and self-respect. She does not feel the need to prove herself to anyone because she knows her worth. It shows that society-made people, but especially women, believe that they do not deserve unconditional love unless externally validated. In most relationships, a social circle or career success, and she has made a break on this cycle. She does not need anyone confirming to her by telling her what makes her sufficient, intelligent, and beautiful enough. She already believes it. Thus, this peaceful self-confidence takes her to other levels. Spending more time to herself makes her set boundaries clearly. She knows that she needs her energy, and she wouldn't allow anyone who sucked her dry in return. She would not compromise on toxic relationships with people or unnecessary drama. She would not hang out with people who only took from her and gave no positive contributions to her life. That makes her be very picky about the people around her, only choosing people who uplift and inspire her. If someone disrespects her boundaries, she does not hesitate to walk away. She would rather be alone than be in the wrong company. She accepts her independence, knowing that she is fully capable of handling life on her own. She does not depend on others to make her feel safe, secure, or fulfilled. She has created a life where she can take care of herself, emotionally, financially, and mentally. This independence is intimidating to some because it means she cannot be easily controlled or influenced. She does not need someone to complete her. She is already whole. A woman who values solitude is also deeply introspective. She spends time reflecting on her thoughts, actions, and emotions. She understands her strengths and weaknesses, and she actively works on improving herself. While others may distract themselves with constant noise, social media, parties, or unhealthy relationships, she chooses self-awareness. She is not afraid to face her flaws or acknowledge her mistakes. Instead, she learns from them and grows stronger. Since she likes her company, she will not jump into relationships due to loneliness. She is satisfied to be alone. Therefore, she will only settle for a partner who will truly add value to her life. She will not settle for anything less than she deserves. She will walk away from a relationship if it doesn't meet her standards. She is not afraid of loneliness because she has made that her strength. Her being commands respect. She does not seek attention, yet people notice. There is some power in that woman who's not after any validation, not after anyone or anything, to assure her, to make her think that she indeed is who she is. This is what is so attractive and draws people. A woman who spends time alone is not weak, she is mighty. She does not speak loneliness, but proclaims a declaration of her strength. She doesn't fear being alone because, in solitude, she has discovered herself. A woman who spends time alone has an inner strength that makes her different. She does not fear solitude. She welcomes it as a time of growth and self-reflection. While others may seek constant company to avoid facing themselves, she understands that being alone is an opportunity to build a deeper connection with herself. She does not need external distractions to feel whole. She finds fulfillment within. In solitude, she develops a great sense of self. She understands her thoughts, emotions, and desires, and uses this knowledge to navigate life clearly and confidently. She is not easily swayed by the world around her, as she knows what matters to her. Most people look for direction from others, but she trusts herself. Her ability to think independently makes her a powerful individual who refuses to conform to expectations that do not align with her values. Spending time alone teaches her patience and resilience. She has learned to sit with discomfort, whether it be emotional pain, uncertainty, or setbacks. Instead of seeking quick fixes or distractions, she faces her struggles head-on. She processes her emotions in a healthy manner which leads her to grow from every challenge. This emotional strength turns her into an unbreakable woman in a world where there are ample tests meant for people to have their limits crossed. She does not crumble under pressure as she has already built a solid foundation inside of herself. The highly selective woman is one who enjoys solitude. She doesn't settle for nonsensical relationships, be they romantic or platonic. Genuine connections mean far more to her than shallow connections, and she refuses to spend time on anyone who doesn't share her vision or values. She knows the quality of connections is far superior to the number of connections. If someone isn't going to respect her time, energy, or boundaries, she's gone. Her loneliness powers her ambitions. While others get distracted by what's happening outside, she is working on her goals during lonely hours. She reads, learns new skills, and focuses on self-improvement. She does not wait for motivation from others. Instead, she makes it for herself. She has a strong determination to build the life she has envisioned, and she knows that success comes through discipline and persistence. Her commitment to growth makes her unstoppable in whatever she chooses to pursue. She exudes an aura that commands respect. People can feel her sureness and independence, even if she does not yearn for attention. She does not require validation from others, and that makes her presence all the more powerful. Those who meet her quickly realize that she is not one to be easily manipulated or swayed. She stands firm with her notions and decisions, making her a person of influence and strength. A woman who spends time alone is not weak, nor is she lonely. She is a force of nature, driven, self-sufficient, and fearless. She does not seek approval because she has already found everything she needs within herself. A woman who spends time alone develops an unshakable sense of independence. She does not look to others for validation, nor does she rely on external sources to define her happiness. Rather, she learned to enjoy herself. She learns solitude as the right time to seek self-improvement and be at peace within. Many think that solitude makes a person weak, but to her, solitude is actually her greatest strength. She has recognized that one needs to come from within, so she was able to learn how to take care of herself and flourish when alone. Through solitude, she learned how self-sufficient one can be. She does not wait for someone else to solve her problems or rescue her from difficult situations. She takes matters into her own hands. She has built the ability to rely on herself, both emotionally and physically. Whether it's managing her finances, making tough decisions, or navigating life's uncertainties, she approaches everything with confidence. This self-reliance makes her fearless in the face of challenges, knowing that she has the strength to overcome anything life throws her way. Her ability to enjoy solitude also gives her a deep sense of clarity. Without the noise of constant social interactions, she has time to think, reflect, and plan her next moves. She is not easily distracted by gossip, drama, or other people's opinions. Instead, she is concerned with personal development, with goals that have to do with her vision of the future. While others get caught up in seeking approval from society, she moves forward with purpose, unswayed by the expectations of others. She understands the importance of mental and emotional well-being. She has learned how to process her emotions in a healthy way by spending time alone. She does not suppress her feelings or seek distractions to avoid them. She faces them head-on and allows herself to heal and grow from each experience. That's what makes her so resilient, emotionally intelligent. Pressure does not crumple her. She thinks that every challenge is just an opportunity to become stronger. She has also learned to appreciate the simple things in life. She doesn't need an expensive night out or constant social events to feel satisfied. She finds pleasure in little things, such as reading a good book, taking a peaceful walk, or just sitting in silence with her thoughts. This makes her immune to the fear of loneliness. She knows that loneliness is not synonymous with being alone, it's an opportunity to get to know herself better. She walks around with a silent confidence that intrigues others. People may not understand her at times, but they respect her. She cannot be easily swayed, manipulated, or controlled. She makes her own decisions, walks her own path, and doesn't settle for anything less than what she deserves. Her strength is in the fact that she can stand alone, knowing that she is enough just as she is. A woman who spends time alone possesses a quiet yet commanding presence that makes her truly formidable. She is not one who needs constant attention or approval to feel validated. Instead, she finds fulfillment in herself, and that inner strength radiates through everything she does. Her ability to be content in solitude makes her stand out from the crowd, and the people around her are mysterious and intriguing about how she can stay so self-assured and unmoved by outside influences. But the answer is simple. She has built a powerful relationship with herself. Through time alone, she has learned to trust her instincts. She won't second-guess herself based on others' opinions, and does not seek permission to live life on her own terms. She listens to the inner voice guiding her to decisions that reflect purpose. She won't be shaken by temporary emotions and fleeting distractions because she has a strong sense of self-awareness. She is extremely perceptive. She can read people and situations without being told, like it's almost on a psychic level. With time, this has made her come out as very mindful of boundaries. She never engages with toxic relationships, energy-draining conversations, or unnecessary drama. She values the peace and will protect it at all costs. If someone disrespects her or tries to take advantage of her kindness, she does not have a problem walking away. She doesn't run after people or seek validation from anyone. Her self-worth is not defined by the opinions of others. She knows that letting go of things that no longer serve her is a way to grow and be happy. This woman is constantly evolving, always striving to become the best version of herself. While others fear change, she welcomes it with open arms. She views every new challenge as an opportunity to grow stronger, wiser, and more resilient. She won't stay stagnant, but always steps out of her comfort zone. Be it learning a new skill, pursuing a passion, or challenging outdated beliefs, she is focused on constant development in herself. Her hunger for learning and self-control makes her unstoppable about anything she sets her mind into. A woman who values solitude is one who cannot be bullied easily. She does not shrink herself to make others feel comfortable, nor does she apologize for her strength. She walks into any room with confidence, knowing that she belongs wherever she chooses to be. Her presence alone is enough to command respect, not because she demands it, but because she embodies it. People know her as a person who knows her worth and will not settle for anything less than what she deserves. She is independent, but not closed off to meaningful connections. She values deep, authentic relationships built on trust, mutual respect, and shared values. However, she does not fear being alone. She understands that loneliness is not the meaning of being alone, but proof of her independence. She is a power wind, unaffected by the pressures from the world around her, that at times makes her strong in her inner self, believing in herself unflinchingly. A woman who spends time alone isn't independent only, she is a force of nature. She knows that loneliness is not a weakness, but a source of power. Many people look for external validation and constant distractions, but she has learned to love her own presence, for it is only within that true strength lies. She has spent countless hours in reflection, understanding herself on a level that few ever do. This self-awareness allows her to navigate life with clarity, purpose, and resilience. She does not fear the unknown because she trusts herself to handle any situation that comes her way. Her ability to be alone has taught her emotional discipline. She does not react impulsively to situations, nor does she allow her emotions to control her decisions. Instead, she observes, reflects, and chooses her responses wisely. This makes her incredibly composed under pressure. She never views panic or expressions for reassurance. She feels calm with analysis in the given situation and with precision takes action. Her emotional intelligence empowers her in both personal and professional lives. And she knows how to master conflicts, setbacks, and challenges with grace. Alone time also helped explore insights into herself. She doesn't pass through life aimlessly following trends or societal standards. Instead, she writes her objectives and puts a full-scale effort into achieving them. She knows what she wants and is not afraid to go for it, even if people try to stop her. Because she doesn't need someone or something from the outside to motivate her, she self-motivates and propels herself forward when no one's watching. Competition does not fuel her ambition, but her desire to grow, expand, and make an impact that will outlast her. Her presence draws attention not because she needs it, but because she is silently confident. She does not have to prove anything to anyone because her actions say more than her words do. People are just naturally attracted to her and intrigued by the energy she possesses, as well as how she carries herself. She is not into aimless gossiping or superficial connections. Instead, she finds meaning in everything that she does. She does not talk to waste breath. She is wise and full of good sense. A lady who appreciates her solitude is very particular about the company she keeps. She doesn't take in any negativity, manipulation, or insincerity. She has her peace too dear to allow those that suck energy out of her. If they are not adding value to her life, she will let them go. This does not make her cold or away. It makes her self-respecting. And the reason is that she believes her time and energy are precious, and she invests them only in people and pursuits that align with her values. Above all, she is free. She is not bound by the need for approval, nor is she held back by fear. She walks her own path with confidence, knowing that she is enough just as she is. She is proof that a woman who thrives in solitude is unstoppable, dangerous in the best way possible, fearless, wise, and completely in control of her destiny.